today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Bridgewater on first down. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer for defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
It seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Patriots, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Newman's throw into the hands of Henry here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got his open man Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that
absolutely.
he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
A big play there for the Patriots. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Newman. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Newman. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another, because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. defensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, here's Newman. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. But the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. DeForest Buckner racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 23. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, the Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's got his tight end fan. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. To the air again with Bridgewater. Swings this out for Hunt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll look to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force him down?
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they go play action now. Newman. It's caught by Jackson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Throwing now, Newman on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Newman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out. Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Hunt, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Bridgewater now from the 50. This is the tight end fan. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Now Newman. Flushed out right. Caught on the slant.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. Denver's offense now set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw is Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man. Respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Bridgewater's throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Bridgewater's throw there, complete to Hamler. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage, and that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Offense.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action. Now Newman. It's caught by Royal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, another carry for Jackson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 102 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. They run on 1st down with Jackson. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there for the Patriots.
With a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. Now it's Newman, eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
From the 16, Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time, as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That ball caught by Slayton. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Newman. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Newman looking to throw it. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
you don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New England, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll have another road